From downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Welcome into this special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Rob King. Changes could be coming to how Spokane handles illegal camping, as the city says an announcement is coming next week. Now, this comes after growing concerns from downtown businesses who say the situation is spiraling out of control. Alexandra Conyarts joins us in studio tonight with a look at what one business has to deal with.
These are pictures the Tuxedo Gallery on 2nd Avenue shared with us. They show open drug use, people passed out on the sidewalk, shattered car windows. Employees say this is their daily reality, and despite calling police almost every day, nothing is changing.
The police, they're trying. You know, they're spread thin because there is so many calls.
Kathy Castillo and Jesse Hoke, co-workers at the Tuxedo Gallery, are fed up.
It's this constant revolving door of drug use and crime and defecation and crude sex acts that just doesn't stop.
These are just a few examples of what they've witnessed and put up with in recent months.
You almost get numb to it because you're watching it day in and day out, day in and day out.
But when a bullet came through their window, that was the final straw. Castillo says they have already had to change their windows in the past and decided it was time to call on city leaders to clean up the ongoing mess this community is facing every day.
Just the litany of things that they are going through was enough for me to say, you know, we really should have a bigger conversation because your neighbors are obviously experiencing this too.
That bigger conversation happened on Wednesday during a town hall meeting at the Tuxedo Gallery. It included neighbors, city leaders, and Spokane police. But just 5 minutes in, something disturbing happened.
A woman took down her pants right here at the corner of 2nd and Bernard and started going to the bathroom for all to see.
During our conversation, the list of what these women and this business has endured just kept growing. They've made changes. Employees no longer work alone, and sometimes they even walk customers to and from their cars. Castillo and Hoke say they've seen downtown struggle with crime in the past, but what they're facing now feels out of control.
These are humans. These are people's sons, daughters, brothers, friends that are out there, and whatever help they are getting is actually not helping. You can't make anyone do what they don't want to do.
These are just some of the more than 100 pictures Tuxedo Gallery shared with us. All are from this past month. We did reach out to the Spokane Police Department on this, but have not yet heard back. In studio tonight, Alexandra Conyarts, 4 News Now.
Alexandra, thanks. And earlier this week, we spoke with another Spokane business frustrated with people illegally camping right outside their front doors. People who work at Motion Auto Supply say the campers are using drugs, leaving trash, and damaging property. They say they want police to hold offenders accountable for their actions.
They're a nuisance. They steal pallets. They make all kinds of wood structures out of them. A lot of times people can't even use the sidewalk. They've got it so cluttered up. It's all of it, and there's no accountability.
Spokane police have increased patrols near the Maple Street Bridge and are making contact with illegal campers. SPD says officers can only issue warnings and direct people to services, so it's doing all it can within city code. Now, we told you the city of Spokane will be announcing changes in its approach to illegal camping next week, and we'll be following this story right here on 4 News Now. Homelessness and crime in downtown Spokane were some of the many topics discussed between candidates for Spokane City Council District 3 Position 2. Incumbent Zach Sapone and challenger Christopher Savage debated for about an hour at the Spokane Rotary Club this week. We will be re-airing that debate on KXLY Plus tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And you can download the free KXLY Plus app for your connected TVs like Apple TV and Roku. Well, it was a picturesque fall day. We got a little sunlight, a little crisper temperatures, and Jason Valentine's here. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Thank you so much, Rob. Good Saturday evening, everyone. And yes, we saw a little bit of shower activity in some areas, but plenty of sunshine and clouds. But that is going to be changing. 57 right now, and I believe our friend, a spider, has a little bit of a web around our sky cab. So as we're looking into the radar, we are looking, again, we had just little bits and pieces of showers. Now, this green stuff you see right here, that is just an echo from our radar. So all the showers have passed, and we're going to be looking at at drier conditions as we head into tomorrow and into our next work week. So we just cannot get a steady train of precipitation into our area, even though we need it. Hopefully we'll get it in the latter part of October. So our high temperature trend as we head into tomorrow, we're going to be a little bit cooler than we were just today, a little below our average for this time of year, 62. And then we're just going to amp up back to the 70s. You know, last week at this time, our high last Saturday, was 85. 65 today. So we never really got those 70s. So we're getting a little bit of those 70s we miss as we get into midweek. So your evening planner, we have plenty of clear skies, but that also means we have the possibility of seeing frost on the ground tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. I'll get into all of that and give you a sneak peek at your work week and my first alert weather forecast that's coming up.
Basketball season, believe it or not, is 1 month away, and the annual Gonzaga Craziness at the Kennel event rocked the house with a sold-out crowd welcoming back their Zags after the long offseason. And that's the sound of the Kennel woken up back to life after a dormant summer, now filled again with the ever-rowdy student section and plenty of fans, all to celebrate their 2025-26 Gonzaga Bulldogs. Here's head coach Mark Few opening with a speech, plus player introductions. Here comes Graham Ike, and we even had a three-point contest. Congrats to Steel Venters on the dub. Look at that crowd cheer him on. But we had the blue-white scrimmage, too, where the elite Braden Huff-Graham Ike duo shined, per usual, and Huff finished with a game-high 17 points. He now owns the top 2 scoring outputs for any Craziness player after last year's 2. We spoke with head coach Mark Few and Braden Huff on the development of the 2 big forwards together this offseason.
But yeah, they got a good synergy together. They play well together. They connected on a couple nice high-lows today, even connected on a couple short passes inside, big to big. So I think you'll see a lot of that this year. And I mean, they're going to get a lot of touches and a lot of opportunities because I think they're, the best tandem there is in college basketball.
Graham's, I said out there, Graham's super easy to play with, but all these guys are super easy to play with. It's just, it's a fun group.
Coach Few and his Zags are just under that 1 month mark from tipping off to face the Texas Southern Tigers in the Kennel on November 3rd. GU 5-0 all-time against teams from the SWAC. And the Tigers have 3 NCAA tournament appearances over the last 8 seasons. Zags are looking for their 22nd straight season opening win in that battle. Quite the streak. We have a full roster breakdown you can check out. That's right now on KXLY.com. Non-con schedule is pretty tough, but I do have to mention before I go here, Mariners game, extra innings right now. In the 10th inning, it's tied 2-2. We're going to have that final coming up later in sports, but my hands are sweating. I'm nervous.
It's the Mariners. It wasn't going to be easy.
Oh, no.
All right, Jack, thank you. Taking a look around the nation as the government shutdown stretches into day 4, millions of Americans are facing the impacts that come with losing crucial federal services. ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang joins us with the latest.
As the government shutdown drags into the weekend, the White House ramping up its threats, warning thousands of federal workers could soon lose their jobs.
Layoffs are an unfortunate consequence of that.
Republicans refusing to negotiate until Democrats reopen the government.
Democrats need to vote for the clean, nonpartisan, continuing resolution, sitting right there. And then we can talk about whatever we need to talk about.
Democrats digging in, refusing to cave until Republicans agree to reverse Medicaid cuts and extend Obamacare subsidies to keep premiums from increasing for millions.
Failure to act would be devastating. And Republicans know it. Even Donald Trump knows it.
Kristen Furman Simmons in Maine, who is battling MS, says if the Obamacare subsidies expire, her premiums could go up 169% and her health could suffer.
Having to take away from part of our budget, which is already very slim, and think about risking pieces of my health, including my vision, my mobility, and potentially worse.
President Trump escalating the pressure, calling the shutdown an unprecedented opportunity to cut Democrat agencies, already freezing funding for projects in 16 states that voted blue in the last election. Caught in the middle, millions of federal workers, 750,000 furloughed, including Mark Cochran, who leads a local AFG union and works for the National Park Service in Pennsylvania.
We're living paycheck to paycheck, so we can't afford to just sit at home waiting for the politicians to decide that they're going to be adults and do their jobs. Some of our staff, they'll have to go to food banks.
All right, and one food bank in Washington, D.C. estimates roughly 75,000 federal workers are living paycheck to paycheck. As a result, the food bank anticipates the affected households could need their help if they're furloughed and if the shutdown goes on for a while. And the need isn't just in our nation's capital. Food banks in other states are also preparing for a possible increase in demand since a lot of federal employees work in other places in the U.S. Other key programs such as SNAP could also be disrupted if the shutdown extends into next month. The U.S. government shutdown isn't the only big news brewing in Washington, D.C. Citing ongoing arrests and unrest, officials in the Trump administration say federal troops come into the Democratic-led cities of Chicago and Portland, Oregon. And before you grab your rake, the EPA has some recommendations for getting rid of leaves in your yard in a smart, sustainable way. That's still to come on the special edition of 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Wish your home looked something like this or this. How about this? Well, wish no more, because getting the home of your dreams is easy during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Shop sofas and sectionals, dining groups, bedrooms, and get 30% off our Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice plush, or score 60 months no interest. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
If the name wasn't obvious enough, the DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket is tossed in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili. That means layers of flavor from the top, bottom, left, right, inside, outside, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket, available in honey barbecue or new sweet chili. Get it delivered today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What if you had to choose between fixing the roof over your head and putting food on the table? What if that leak led to mold growing in your home? What if that meant you could not focus on finding a new job, or your children could no longer focus on learning? What if you no longer had a safe place to call home? Help Rebuilding Together make emergency repairs for our neighbors who have lost jobs and have to make those difficult choices. Text REBUILD to 484848.
Welcome back. President Trump says he's sending the National Guard to Chicago, despite pushback from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Several Democratic-led cities have already seen deployments. CNN's John Lawrence reports.
Tensions are swirling around the Windy City. On Friday, the same day Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem made a visit to the Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility near Chicago,
you are going to be placed under arrest.
Chicago Alderperson Jesse Fuentes was taken into custody by ICE agents at an area hospital while demanding to see a warrant for an injured man.
This is not the first incident, you all. What ICE is doing is exercising violence, physical violence on the people of Chicago.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson called Fuentes' detainment a, quote, attempt to stoke fear and intimidation. She was later released, but a Homeland Security statement said nearly 30 protesters had tried to break into the area where the detainee was being treated. And Chicago isn't the only city the Trump administration is focusing on.
The president has directed Secretary Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland and any ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other left-wing domestic terrorists.
President Donald Trump is also considering an end to providing financial assistance to Oregon's largest city.
He has directed his team here at the White House to begin reviewing aid that can potentially be cut in Portland. We will not fund states that allow anarchy. There will also be an additional surge of federal resources to Portland immediately.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Well, in an update just today, a federal judge issued a temporary restraining order that blocks the deployment of the National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon. President Donald Trump had ordered the troops to Portland to protect what he calls a, quote, war-ravaged city. But in court on Friday, lawyers for the state and the city argued the Trump administration's order is illegal. Protesters had gathered outside ICE facilities in Portland to demonstrate against the president's immigration policies. A Trump-appointed judge presided over Friday's hearing. It's unclear if the administration will appeal the ruling.
Well, it's been a crisp Saturday for us in our first weekend of October. It is starting to feel very fall-like. All of your fall-like First Alert weather forecast. That is next on 4 News Now Special Edition. We hope you stick with us.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Carl's Jr.'s Buy One Western Bacon Single, get a second for just $2 deal on the app should be out one. $2 for all that Western flavor? Mix and match any Western Bacon Single on the app. Get the second for just $2. Only at Carl's Jr.
BECU has helped Finney Ridge Painting grow from setting up payroll services to finance. I feel that BECU is fundamentally concerned about me as an individual and my business and all the individuals that work here. They provide a level of connection that other institutions aren't interested in. With BECU, we don't feel like customers. We feel like business partners.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices in every aisle. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise.
And you can add up even more savings with these weekly deals. Like juicy, locally grown Honeycrisp apples are only $1.49 a pound. And save big on select varieties of Lay's potato chips, 4 bags for $10. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Featuring Gravedigger, Megalodon, and more. Coming to Spokane Arena October 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Lock in your seats today at monsterjam.com.
AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next car. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar and pay you the same day. Visit your nearest AutoNation store today.
LAPD on scene.
Get off the field!
Over the past 8 seasons, 911 has faced nearly every emergency on Earth.
So be NATO.
Thursday, they will go where no first responders have gone before.
911, what is your emergency?
At Carl's Jr., late birds get the bag. After 8 p.m. for $5.99, get a Cali Classic single, fries plus chicken stars. Or spicy chicken sandwich, onion rings plus chicken stars. Or mix it up, just $5.99. Build your own bag only at Carl's Jr.
4 News Now is brought to you by Sapphire Gallery.
Welcome back. The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta kicked off today, but none of the balloons actually took flight. They had some issues with the wind. Balloons were kept grounded all day on the inaugural day. Luckily, the festival runs through the 12th, so hopefully they'll be able to celebrate a proper liftoff. At least here, not too windy. We could have the festival here. Move it.
We could. I like that Dracula balloon. That was pretty cool.
The designs were wild.
Yes.
I like them.
Yes, Count Chocula is on
and really,
store shelves
you see
right
them
now.
Better from the ground.
You do see them better from the ground. Let's take a look outside. And again, a lovely day. Hope you had a chance to get outside, Rob, and everybody at home. And And we're looking at okay conditions, though. We have clearer skies as we're moving into the evening hours, and that is going to be changing things as we're looking at possibly some frost in our mornings. 57 right now for Spokane and our happy spider out there with the web. 52 right now in Coeur d'Alene. So chilly Sunday ahead. It is going to be sunny, I promise that. But frosty mornings are on the way. Again, we have nothing above us to hold in any of the warmth from the day. That is what happens with clear skies. And we're going to start to dip into very chilly conditions in our morning hours. And again, it could bring some frost. It could be slippery for you or slick for your cars. Get to that in a bit. Winds showing a little bit of push tonight, and we expect to continue into tomorrow, and then the winds are going to be slowing down and drier conditions are to come. So we had just a little bits of showers coming through our areas. Again, if you saw it come to your area, it was very quick, and a little bit of a closer look. And again, most of the shower activity, if not all of it, has fallen away just a little bit down St. Mary's area. But we do expect to see clear skies as we move into the next couple days. Here's what I'm talking about. Look at this. We are looking at just beautiful conditions into tomorrow, into your Sunday, and then into your Monday, Tuesday. Just clear skies as we move along. So beautiful conditions. If you love the sun, we are going to be seeing a little bit warmer temperatures as well. Tomorrow, though, is going to be our nadir at 62. So current winds, we're seeing just a little bit of push. I know this doesn't seem like a lot, but it's more than we've had for the past couple of days, and we're going to see those winds start to pick up as we get into our overnight period. So a little bit to kind of push in. And again, if you just remember, just a week ago, we were dealing with bad air quality and highs in the mid-80s. What a shift we have done as really fall came all of a sudden early last week, and it's continued. And we're right at the average of where we should be. A little bit warmer in our overnight period, but and again, it is starting to, sunrise is starting to get close to that 7 a.m. mark, and sunset is going to, before you know it, be before 6 o'clock. So things are getting dark a lot earlier. So looking at our temperatures right now, a little bit cooler for Coeur d'Alene, 52, 63 for our friends down in the Tri-Cities. That is our hot spot. So we're starting to get very chilly. Again, nothing to hold in that heat above us. From yesterday, we're just a little bit cooler for most of our cities, except for Sandpoint. They're 7 degrees warmer than they were yesterday at this time. So let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. 62 tomorrow, and we're going to be seeing ample sunshine for the next couple of days, if not for the week ahead. Frosty conditions for those mornings. Look at the overnight Sunday into Monday. 37 is the overnight low. 39 for Monday into Tuesday. So we're going to start to see those very chilly conditions. And again, you're going to want to bundle up as you're heading out the door. Then those overnight lows are going to start to warm up with our highs as we get back to the 70s. And again, I mentioned earlier in the show, we just didn't get the transition from summer to fall. We went right from the mid-80s to the mid to lower 60s last week. So we're going to get some 70s as we move along. And it's unbelievable to think we are less than 4 weeks away from Halloween. Chilly Sunday, but plenty of sun tomorrow.
All right, Jason, thanks. And as you're hunting for your coats to wear in the fall temperatures, consider donating a new or gently used one to our annual Coats for Kids drive. On Thursday, we held a donation party at the Goodwill store on the South Hill. So many generous people turned out to donate coats, many of them brand new, for kids of all sizes, and there's still time for you to make a difference. You can donate coats at any Goodwill location through the month of October. And you can see it outside. The leaves are beginning to change, which means they're about to be covering our yards. Now, instead of raking them up into trash bags to head to a landfill, an environmental consultant company recommends using the leaves as compost. They say that garden waste, like leaves and grass clippings, can be composted and recycled into nutrient-rich soil.
It can infiltrate into the soil better when we do have very intense rainfalls, but it also helps hold on to moisture for those drier times.
The EPA estimates that in the U.S. alone, we generate more than 35 million tons of yard waste per year. It's a little more than 200 pounds per person. Coming up next, we're reviewing a few of our biggest stories from this week, including news about a multi-agency child exploitation sting that resulted in more than a dozen arrests this week. We'll be right back on this special edition of 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Time now for your pathway to retirement. You might not realize just how much your spending patterns might change once you get into retirement. I'm here with Dave Altmaier. He's the founder and president of Altmaier Financial Group. I want to talk to him today about how we might be spending our money in retirement. What do we need to know? How should we approach that, Dave?
Yeah, you can look at it this way. Every day is a Saturday in retirement. So how much do you spend on Saturdays?
More than Mondays.
Yes, that's and compared to weekdays when you're at work. So in your early years in retirement, spending money on vacations and your bucket list, you're going to spend more there. And then later in retirement, you're going to spend money with medical expenses and possibly long-term care.
Okay, so our spending, our patterns, those change in retirement. So you need to be working with a planner who understands that, I would imagine.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, very important. Speaking of planning, you've put together a terrific offer today for our viewers. Tell us about that.
It is our Money Freedom Toolkit. It includes a book that I wrote, Last Leg of Your Journey to Retirement. And then there's also several guides that our team put together on retirement insights. And then there's also digital downloads that are available.
And all that is in Dave's Money Freedom Toolkit. All you have to do to receive it, call, click, or text. And the team at Altmaier Financial Group, they're going to get that right out to you. Again, call, click, or text to get Dave's Money Freedom Toolkit. And we'll see you back here next week for your pathway to retirement.
Four News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
Welcome back. Several high-profile stories covered by 4 News Now continued to develop throughout the week. And one of those stories involved a multi-agency child exploitation sting that resulted in more than a dozen arrests over multiple days. Washington State Patrol led the sting that converged in Liberty Lake this week. The people arrested thought they were communicating with a 13-year-old to meet up for sexual acts, but they were actually texting with an undercover trooper. In some cases, they went to a parking lot to meet up and were arrested.
This offense is very serious and carries with it up to life in prison, so there is impetus to flee.
Of arrests this week was 13, and all 13 defendants will make their next court appearance on Tuesday morning. And some of those suspects have young family members and grandchildren and were ordered to stay away from children as they await trial. If convicted, some face life in prison. And on Thursday, a Spokane community witnessed a well-known criminal walk free. Now that man was Kevin Coe, also known by many as the South Hill Rapist. The state cites Coe's old age and deteriorating health as reasons for his release, stating he's no longer a threat to public safety. On Thursday, a Spokane County judge, following legal obligations, signed off on the motion to release Coe from the facility on McNeil Island. Coe had been sent to the Special Commitment Center when he was declared a sexually violent predator following a 25-year prison sentence. In court Thursday, his victims voiced their emotions despite knowing it wouldn't stop him from being released. But Coe didn't listen to the impact statements, according to the court.
And I started praying to God and asked him to please, the worst that he could do was kill me. Just let me live.
The women, now in their 60s, have lived with the trauma for decades. Many expressed anger that Coe will breathe free air while they continue to look over their shoulders in fear. One of Coe's victims is known in Spokane as Sunshine Shelley, a popular longtime news anchor. Shelley Monahan survived an attack by Coe in 1979 when she was just 20 years old. And now that he's a free man, she's sharing her hopes for the future.
I will be darned if I'm going to let that guy, one night of my life, I'll be darned if I'm going to let him ruin my life. It's, you know, he's pathetic. He's the sad part.
Our own Melissa Luck sat down with Monahan following the hearing, and to hear her full story, you can look for the story on KXLY.com. And the primary suspect in a shooting off WSU campus after the Apple Cup was officially charged on Friday. Ja'Cory Buchanan charged with 3 crimes. Now, one's for assault in the 2nd degree, a felony, one for assault in the 4th degree, and one for possession of a pistol by a person from 18 to 21, both misdemeanors. If convicted, Buchanan faces a maximum prison sentence of 11 years. And changes are coming to 5th Avenue in East Central Spokane. The city is embarking on a planning process to reimagine the area. 5th Avenue is known as the historic center and cultural hub of the Black community in Spokane. While resilient, it was also impacted by the construction of I-90, which split the East Central neighborhood. This project hopes to address the after effects of that while developing a community-led plan that helps the area thrive for generations to come. And it's something the community is excited to see.
I think people are just ready to see some change. So I think investment in things like sidewalks and smaller infrastructure, some of it has started, but I think really being able to have a more walkable, usable area where everything's sort of in your neighborhood's reach.
The Carl Maxey Center has been a partner of the city throughout this project. The city says one of the main priorities from conversations so far, more affordable housing and connectivity. Both things, it says, were impacted by the construction of I-90 and with the north-south corridor in the early 2000s. Well, you won't want to miss a heartwarming story coming up after the break. A Washington woman just broke her own Guinness World Record as the oldest competitive female pickleball player. Learn the secret to success from the court by Joyce Jones herself, coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For a limited time, new iMart Express customers enjoy 40% off your first purchase during our Inflation Buster sales event. With eye exams available and free same-day speed, you'll get your glasses in a blink. Shop today and get 40% off with our inflation-proof prices. Get glasses? Go see.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Introducing the leaf-free rain gutter protection system from McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Rain Gutters. Never clean out your gutters again and put those dangerous ladders away, as the leaf-free system attaches right to your current rain gutters and protects it from all the leaves, pine needles, bird nests, and debris that can clog your system and cause problems. This system will extend the life of your gutters. For more information and a free quote, call Team McVeigh.
We're working for you.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network and see how you can save up to 20% versus AT&T and Verizon when you check the math at T-Mobile.com. Plus, your experience plan is guaranteed for 5 years.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
Coeur d'Alene, iMart Express is coming soon to your neighborhood. Get 2 pairs of single vision glasses for under $40 or 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Sinking the big putts, sunsets over the lake, hiking Tubbs Hill. With same-day service and eye exams available, you'll never miss a moment.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Welcome back. You're taking a live look over downtown Spokane. City skyline all lit up tonight. It seems sun setting earlier and earlier. It's getting darker. I'm not a fan.
I'm a fan. I am so glad fall is here. Now, when I worked the morning show many moons ago, when you are doing the entire show in the dark, that does get a little awful. But we are settling into fall, but it's going to be a little easier as we move into the next couple of days. Let's take a look outside, and 55. And we have, I believe, a spider building a web on our sky cam. He's getting ready for the frost that might be coming tomorrow. Better chance will be Tuesday or Monday morning. Good Saturday evening. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend so far. We have great plans for a sunny Sunday on the way. On our radar, we have been free and clear of shower activity. Went through Fairfield and Rosalia just about an hour ago, but we're going to be looking at drier conditions and much clearer skies. We did have quite a bit of cloud coverage today throughout most of our areas, and if you saw a cloud burst, I'm sure it was very quick, but still we did have some rain in the region. But we're going to be staying dry for the next couple of days, if not for the week ahead. So drier conditions are here, and again, it is going to be gorgeous for the next couple of days. But when there is clear skies, nothing to hold in the warmth of the day. So tomorrow we're going to be at 62, and the overnight low Sunday night into Monday morning is going to be 37. So we have a good chance of seeing some frost starting to form throughout our area. So keep an eye out for that, especially for runners or when you're driving tomorrow into our work week. So we are going to be warming up, though, back to the 70s, so quite a bit above our average for this time of year, which is around 64, 63, so warmer conditions are on the way. And again, we went from mid-80s a week ago. Our high was 85. Today, it was 65, so we're going to get those 70s to kind of transition us. Much clear skies as we move into the next couple of days. That's great English, much clear skies. We're going to have quite a bit of clear skies for the next couple of hours and really the next couple of days. Overnight lows, though, very chilly. Let me get you ready for your work week and your Sunday. That's coming up in my First Alert weather forecast.
All right, Jason, thanks. And there's still one more day to contribute to our Hope for Kids hygiene drive. 4 News Now and Project Beauty Share have teamed up with Numerica Credit Union to collect unused hygiene products for students in need. And that's things like shampoo, toothbrushes, or period products. And there's a few ways you can donate too. First is directly to Project Beauty Share, and any donations to them will go directly to buying products to hand out. Another is on Project Beauty Share's Amazon wish list. You can order products on there and have them sent directly to Project Beauty Share's warehouse. Or you can stop by any Spokane or Coeur d'Alene Numerica location where drop boxes are set up to collect items. And for more information about how to donate or what Hope for Kids is all about, you can visit our website, kxly.com. The Lakeland School District is competing for a $1 million prize, and it could transform their athletics program. The school is one of 25 finalists in the nationwide T-Mobile Friday Night 5G Lights competition. As finalists, the school won $30,000 and a T-Mobile sponsored home game. The school district says winning this competition is a chance for the high school to win a stadium upgrade that they say is much needed, and for the community to feel a sense of pride in their school.
I think it really represents who we are and how much pride we have in our athletics, our education, and our community in general.
The winners of the competition will receive a stadium makeover as well as upgrades to their weight room. Voting is now open. Lakeland currently in 4th place, so we got to get out there and vote. And we've got the link to vote up on our website, kxly.com. It seems like everyone has started playing pickleball recently, but one Washington State woman has been involved in the sport since it was invented. In fact, at 95, she's the world's oldest female competitive pickleball player. King 5's Brady Wakayama has a story from Seattle.
It's well known pickleball originated in Washington, but what most people don't know is the state is also home to the oldest female competitive pickleball player in the world.
I actually did break my record, and I will be in the 2025 book this year.
For the second year in a row, Joyce Jones will be etched in the Guinness World Records books.
Now 95 and a half. And I play pickleball mostly for fun. I do have other activities, but I love pickleball.
She's loved the game since the very beginning. She and her husband were friends with one of the creators of the sport, Washington Congressman Joel Pritchard. He invented pickleball at his Bainbridge home in 1965.
I'm sure there's more countries playing it now, so it isn't just America, it's the world. It's a world sport now.
Over the years, Jones has competed in more than 100 tournaments nationwide, meeting new lifelong friends. On Monday, she's traveling to Utah to compete in the Huntsman World Senior Games.
I'm kind of proud that I'm still 95 and not only playing in tournaments, but winning in tournaments.
So what's her secret to keep playing at such a high level?
I've never tried smoking, drinking, drugs, anything that would affect my body.
She encourages others to stay active and to focus on having fun in life every step of the way.
No matter what age, I mean, from 2 to 100. I plan on playing till I'm 100.
Well, we plan on rooting for you until you get to 100. Now, that's a good-looking 95.
That is incredibly impressive.
She looks great.
She's already way better than me, and I have some time to catch up, though. But
pickleball's hard. I did it one time, and I was sweating like, oh, this is
fun, though.
Oh, it's a good time. And it's been the fastest-growing sport in America for the past several years, according to the Sports and Fitness Industry Association.
Which makes sense. It's just so much fun. But we do have the final from an absolutely crazy finish in Seattle just happened. Stick around to see what went down in Game 1 of the ALDS. That's coming right after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices in every aisle. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise.
And you can add up even more savings with these weekly deals. Like juicy, locally grown Honeycrisp apples are only $1.49 a pound. And save big on select varieties of Lay's potato chips. 4 bags for $10. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
You expect more from local news. Derek Dice delivers.
Here's how you can find more information.
Your trusted anchor in the newsroom and in the field.
The scammers will ask you to send them cryptocurrency.
From saving you money to protecting your family.
Why is it so important for families to do?
Focused on the real issues that impact us all every day.
To make sure you're aware of these scams and you don't fall victim.
Finding information to help others where and when it matters most. Only on 4 News Now.
All this month on BTV, it's Svengooly's Bonanza.
Great, and I hear there's a lot of buzz about it.
Gotcha.
Silence! Buzz, go on, please. I am all ears, as you can clearly see.
Our Saturday night double features are back.
It's alive!
Plan on some other surprises, too.
It may shock you.
Watch Svengooly's Halloween Bonanza all month long on MeTV 4.2.
Is your college savings plan making the grade? I'm Kirsten O'Connor. On the next Money Saving Monday, we're talking 529 plans. What are they? How do they work? And can they help your family even if your child skips college? Watch Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Monster Jam.
Welcome back. The Seattle Mariners entered their playoff run hosting the Detroit Tigers tonight in Game 1 of the ALDS.
And what a moment for Seattle to have this game here. Their last Division Series game win was in 2001. but it's a tie game at zeros in the bottom of the fourth. Julio Rodriguez gets some great contact here. He's going way deep center field. It's gone into his own no-fly zone. It's fine that time. Solo homer brings Seattle the lead off Julio's first hit of this postseason. Same score into the next inning. Kerry Carpenter, a man on second. Oh my goodness, does he crush that one well into the right field stands. It goes. Detroit roaring in front for their first lead. Another inning later, Cal Raleigh, no home run, but it's still a clutch hit regardless. Down in right field, Randy Rosarena booking it. We're going to have a tie game at 2-all, but we needed extra innings tonight. Top of the 10th, and oh my goodness, Andres Munoz absolutely filthy, as Jason told me. Seattle keeping it level. To the 11th, Zach McKinstry with the heartbreaker wallops a hit over the middle to send in the leading run. 3-2 game, Detroit up, and they will close out the win 3-2. So game 2 sticking in Seattle. A bit earlier of a first pitch, 5:03 p.m., but this is where it gets tricky for the M's with the game down. It's Luis Castillo up against Tarek Skubal in a massive second game this series. Skubal likely to be a unanimous Cy Young winner. We'll have those highlights on 4 News Now Nightside tomorrow. And what a game for the Eastern Washington Eagles. They pull off a rock-solid 35-27 win over winless Portland State to earn their first dub in Big Sky competition. The Eagles rushed for 333 yards and over 8 per carry, my goodness, including an absurd 175 from quarterback Nate Bell, including that touchdown. Eastern let PSU put up almost 500 total yards, but forced a late turnover and turned the Vikings over on downs in the first quarter. The Eagles also converted 8 of 12 third downs, one of the best marks of the season. Now get this crazy stat. Eastern Washington had their lowest passing yards in a win since beating North Dakota in 2019, so a good bit for them. Eastern will take next week off before hosting the Idaho Vandals. Can't wait for that big Inland Northwest tussle. The Whitworth Pirates picked up their second win of the season, 28-14 at the Pacific Boxers. Quarterback Logan Lacio passed for over 200 yards and a touchdown, but running back Luis Salgado, man, he stole the show. 116 yards on the ground, 2 scores. Whitworth is now at 2-2. They continue their conference slate hosting George Fox. That's going to be next Saturday at 1 p.m. for homecoming. And the Spokane Zephyr were across the street against the Lexington Sporting Club today. And, well, there's no score here because there was no score in the game. 0-0 in an aptly defensive game. Lexington fired 19 shots to Spokane's mere 6, and the draw kept these two great clubs locked at 11 points for second place. Zephyr next hosts Dallas Trinity FC next Sunday. That's October 12th at 4 p.m. And the Spokane Chiefs, this game just wrapping up too, that just collapsed late. Tough tonight to lose to the Prince George Cougars. 4-3 your final after allowing 2 goals in the third period. Spokane held the 2-1 and 3-2 lead, but just could not close despite Mathis Preston and Coco Armstrong both scoring their 4th goals of the season. The Chiefs have their last home game for the next 2 weeks, plus when they host the Wenatchee Wild next Friday at 7:05 p.m. So it kind of feels, Rob, that we're getting close to the sports equinox.
Yes.
Like we have football coming in, we got
baseball playoffs.
Yes, we have basketball
starting up.
It's hockey, yeah, they're very, very close. It's that funny, everything's coming together.
You're gonna be busy.
Yes, it's the best. Love
we'll
it.
have Jason Valentine's full forecast coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded. It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
The South Hill rapist, Kevin Coe, a name that haunted Spokane.
He is mentally disordered and dangerous.
From hypnosis to hitmen and a shocking family twist.
My son didn't do it.
This is the case that terrified a city, and it's where we begin. Kevin Coe, episode 1 of the 509's Most Notorious Crimes, a new true crime series from 4 News Now. Premieres Wednesday, streaming live and commercial-free on KXLY+.
I live too much misunderstanding to come back.
I'm not going anywhere until I find Miranda.
Lang stopped answering his phone. Where is he? Any fatalities? Oh my God.
I will go down with this ship.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Good Saturday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today. And we are looking at clear skies starting to form in our overnight period into tomorrow. And we're going to be looking at plenty of sunshine tomorrow, but chilly temperatures. 55 double nickel for Spokane right now, 52 for Coeur d'Alene. We do expect to see very chilly conditions overnight tonight, especially Sunday night into Monday. Going to see our first 30s of the season as we get into Sunday into Monday. I don't think it's going to happen overnight tonight, but chilly Sunday is ahead. Plenty of sunshine, though, expected. Frosty mornings with these clear skies. It's one of the drawbacks is we could see some frost start to form in our morning hours, especially Monday, Tuesday, but maybe tomorrow morning. Winds showing some push tonight, though they're going to die down into our work week and drier conditions to come. So a lot going on. So we did have some scattered showers throughout our areas, but they have mostly moved into the southeast, and we're going to be looking at dry conditions for the next few days, if not for the week ahead. And dry conditions will be the name of the game. As we're looking at our forecast radar, you can see the timestamp up top. As we move into your Sunday, just ample sunshine and then clear skies in the overnight period. And then for your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is going to be very, very nice. So winds starting to die down a bit for Spokane, but we have 18-mile-per-hour gusts in the Spokane Valley and just a little bit of wind in some of our areas, pushing a little bit in Pullman as well. Gusts around 22 miles per hour. We do expect to see some wind in our overnight period, more wind we've seen really for weeks almost. We are going to be seeing those winds, though, die down as we get to tomorrow afternoon and light winds into our next work week. So on our almanac, we are right where we should be for this time of year, mid-60s, but just a week ago, it was 85, so kind of weather whiplash with our temperatures. We are seeing seasonal temperatures, but it just feels so much colder after that hot September we had. Current temperatures right now, mostly in the mid to lower 50s, 59 for the Tri-Cities, and not much of a change from yesterday, except for, well, Pullman and in the mountains a little bit, but for most of our areas, not too much of a difference. Now, tomorrow, we are going to see those cooler temperatures, 62, 65 by Monday, and again, 37 our overnight low there. Overnight Monday into Tuesday, 39. So keep an eye out for those frosty conditions. We are going to warm up, though, as we move along in our week. Plenty of sunshine. A beautiful but brisk week is ahead.
Jason, thanks. In this week's Air for Adventure, our drone will take you flying over the Whitewater Disc Golf Course in Riverside State Park. Enjoy the sights in this edition of the Air for Adventure.
Whitewater Disc Golf Course. It used to be called Downriver, but they changed the name to help facilitate the difference between the disc golf course and the golf course. It's fun. For one thing, it's easy. It's entry level. You can have one disc and have fun. And then if you get obsessed, obviously you'll end up with a backpack full of discs like the rest of us. This is a difficult course, yes. I believe we've only played it a couple times, but this course actually has a way of being played easy and a way of being played hard. So the people that designed it kind of allow you to have options. You can play a shorter hole, you can play a longer hole in many circumstances. It's a lot easier than golf and you can get good faster, but it's very similar.
So the putter is more of a round edge and the driver is more sharp, so it cuts through the wind and the air better, so it just makes it easier to throw further, but it's a lot harder to control. putters right here. I got my mid-ranges. I have some fairway drivers over here, some distance drivers on the sides and right here in the middle. And these are the putters that I putt with. I like being outside and playing with friends and family, and I'm very competitive, so I love playing tournaments. I was at Junior Worlds last year in Illinois. There was like 60-something people, got 36th. It was really fun, really nice experience. I like being and like seeing like all the animals and the birds and just the noises and being down by the water.
It's fun. You're outside in the woods. You're not on your phone. You're not scrolling. You're not swiping. You are in nature with your family, with your friends, and nothing better than that.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it! 30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Gold Bond believes touch says everything. It says, I see you. I feel you. And I know you. Gold Bond. Get in touch with irresistibly touchable skin.
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. The fun begins at the Pit Party, where you can meet the drivers and see the trucks up close. Get your Pit Party pass at monsterjam.com today. Coming to Spokane Arena October 17th through 19th.
They look safe, they feel soft, but some baby sleep products could be deadly. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you how the wrong setup can put babies in danger and simple ways to keep your child safe and comfortable throughout the night. Tuesday on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back. Let's get you ready for your Sunday. A perfect time to go out and get your pumpkins tomorrow. Just bundle up. Highs are a little off our seasonal averages in the lower 60s. Very chilly in the morning, but plenty of sunshine. It will be a beautiful day. And we have plenty of sunshine well into our work week as well. Just be prepared for frosty mornings possible the next 3 mornings.
As long as the sun sticks around, I'm good.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Jack. Thank you for joining the special edition of 4 News Now. We'll see you tomorrow.